Hi everyone, Sandy here. Welcome to my channel. Here is a remake of one of my latest videos that I did here on my channel, the quick photo frame album, the 8x8. I decided to also make it into a Valentine album. So the tutorial is a separate video. This is just a walkthrough showing you what it looks like done as a Valentine album that I'm calling You and Me. This is made out of single sheets of simple stories collection called Heart Eyes from Country Craft Creations. So stay tuned for the walkthrough.
Oh my sweet baby. 널 만나기 전 난 일만 했지 워커홀릭 라이프스타일 매일 지루했지 난 쳇바퀴 위에 성실한 햄스터 너의 등장에 나 비로소는 더 다양한 세상의 색채 언어로 인해.
So I had this really fun 12 by 12 paper collection. I bought single sheets by Simple Stories, Heart Eyes this year from Country Craft Creations. This was a personal purchase. I just thought it was so pretty and unique with the oranges and the pinks. And then I decided to remake my own tutorial that I did just a week or so ago called Quick Photo Frame Album. I did it in the Say Cheese at the Park as a design team project. So I'm going to show you this album, how it turns out if you use a different paper, following that tutorial, which I will link up above in the corner and also down below in my description. So let's move a little You and Me out of the way. And these papers, these are what I had left. So I'll be able to do some more fun projects probably for next year. So let's take the album here and I'll give you a quick rundown of what I did. So of course I used the Country Craft Creations by Tamara's Lay Flat album cover, but this time I wrapped it in the pattern paper so it is the image goes all the way to the edges. So I used the You and Me paper, the hearts here on the back spine, and then the same paper on the very back. These are the frames that you can order by Simple Stories for some of their collections. I used their fancy brads and some of their chipboard pieces here on the front, kept it really nice, flat, and simple. So you open it up, you have a pocket on the inside front cover. I used some of the 2x2 cut aparts, a chipboard element, and then I added lots of things inside the pocket. First of all, I made a little flat envelope and decorated the front and the other side with some of the elements that I ordered for the collection. And then inside, I just feel it kind of like Valentine's. I folded this heart in half and just different pieces from the bits and pieces, I think it's called, like little Valentines here, that I can add into the album if I want to, or just leave it this way and leave little notes and journaling inside this fun little envelope here that I made. So you can make one with an envelope punch board. I didn't have any scraps of paper that I wanted to use big enough, so I just made one freehand by folding everything. So then I put some of the cut aparts in here. I scrap the paper, rounded the corners, added a photo mat on the back, paper clipped some of the bits and pieces elements. This one I made like a kind of like a Polaroid. It has lots of room for journaling here. You can put photos on the back, and this is an extra large photo mat here. So all of this just tucks into this front pocket right here. Gives you lots of options. And since this is a quick photo frame album, of course I used all the frames. So I put the frames here, and then I put in scraps of the pattern paper to fit. These do slide out. I'm not going to take them all out. They slide out so you can replace them with photos if you want to. These are lifted up with foam. Strips on the back. I added some of the chipboard pieces, and there's only 3 pages in this album, but each one does have a photo mat that you pull out with some pattern paper trim on one side and a circle pull. So these are made out of my colors. I did each one a different color. So I love how that turned out. I have a frame here with the bubblegum chipboard, some of the fancy brads, and again I put the paper inside the frame just to kind of decorate it up and to show where to put photos. I love these strawberries and the bottle of champagne. I use some of the fancy brads on the corners here, as you see. And of course, there's the orange photo mat in that pocket. This one I added, this came with the love on it. I added you plus me and used the pink dot, orange dot here. Love this orange floral paper in this. And of course I did add the 3/8 inch strips between the pages. Here is another frame. They're all opened on the top. Added this little chipboard sunglasses made out of hearts. And then on the last page, that was all of the frames that I had. So I just folded this scrap of paper in half, added the orange and pink photo mats, put a chipboard element that is loose on the edge so that you can just tuck that in and hold it closed. And of course I added a pink twine wraparound bow there. And then this pocket has some more of the elements. It has the larger photo mat here that you can use. It has the Polaroid looking one where you can journal. And as you see, I added the chipboard pieces. It has a photo mat here on this scrap of paper. I love that orange. Paper clip those on there and then tuck this one in. And I forgot to show you, this one is pink, this tag. And it's a real simple, quick, easy 8x8 album to make. Has the L hinge on the pages rather than a hidden hinge. Super fast, great for beginners. I hope you'll give it a try. And again, I have linked the original tutorial that I did for Country Craft Creations down below that you can follow along and make this quick photo frame album for yourself. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, be sure to check out countrycraftcreations.com for your scrapbooking supplies, your paper crafting and mini album making, as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and click the bell so you'll be notified of my next video. Give me a like, a thumbs up down below, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.
I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Cause you, 그 누구보다 눈이 참 예뻐. Yeah, you, 그 누구보다 사랑스러워. Yeah, you, 찾아 헤매던 내 반쪽. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.